Hello everyone, 'tis I, the Rumpled One. Well, it's kind of funny. You know, over the years, I've been accused of spamming, self-promoting, branding lately, soliciting and selling. But the real funny thing is that most of my accusers are vendors themselves. So this video is a shameless plug, self-promotion of everything I have to offer. The only thing that I have to sell are Drain the Bank t-shirts. I wrote a couple of books for e-marketers, let's see, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, maybe longer, it's been a while. And those books sold for $500. So I was, accused of being a rip-off guy. But, the one book, Trapline Trading, if you followed the instructions in that book, you would have made the $500 back the first day. So, it's just that, there's always going to be somebody trying to knock down what you're doing. The other book was called Breakout Bounce. That was for Forex. And once again, if you follow the instructions there, you can make your money back, probably within 5 days if you're lucky. Okay, of course, results cannot be guaranteed. Your results may differ. I think you have to say that. Anyway, the marketers never really promoted the books like they did, so I don't even know how many copies got sold. I don't know about you, but my experience with marketers are they just don't follow through. They want everything yesterday, and as soon as you give it to them, they've got the attention span of a gnat, and they're off onto something else, always chasing the next dollar. So what I decided to do is just make everything free. Call it shareware. I've been, computer programmer since the 70s, and when it first started out before the PCs, and then when the PCs first came around, people would write code, they put it out there, and if you found it and you liked it, you send a guy $5, $10, $100, whatever, just to support them and to say thanks. Well, I started doing that, and that really pissed off a bunch of people. I guess because my code was, in most cases, better than the junk they were selling, they didn't like it, so they, banded together, and I got kicked off of TradeStation, I got kicked off of eSignal, I got kicked off of Forex TSD, I got kicked out of the Mind Over Markets forum, the PalTalk room, etc. They just, they just didn't like what I was doing. So they got rid of me because the internet is not really free. It's turf wars. These forums are turf because these guys that have these websites, they make a lot of money off of them. And like I said, over the years, I've written hundreds of free indicators, and they're still out there. And except on some forums where they actually deleted the thread because I guess the name The Rumpled One strikes fear in the heart of many. And if you actually go to some of these forums like Forex Factory or TradeStation and post a chart with my indicators, you'll be probably banned within a week. They'll think it's me. So what I did was, like I said, I decided to make some of the indicators donational. And so, for example, right now I just sent out the first batch of the 2012 indicators. And if you would like, what you can do, let's see here. You can go over to Kreslik.com, right there, and you can find out if you want to make a donation and get on the list to receive those indicators. But you don't have to. I'm not here to ebag. Like I said, the only thing I have to sell are these Drain the Bank t-shirts, and you can get those at drainthebanks.com. I think they're pretty snazzy looking. So, like I said, there's over on Kreslik, there's hundreds of free indicators you can download, and all for free. They're in the Motherload section and sometimes in the threads themselves. And I'm not the only one that posts indicators over there, but I, probably have the majority of them. And they're free for you to download, use. The only thing I ask is you don't post them on other forums. And the main reason for that is that if I put an indicator out there and it has a bug in it, as soon as I find out, I'll update that indicator. But it's a lot easier to update in one spot than it would be to over a dozen forums. So a lot of people think I'm trying to steal traffic from their forum and drive it to Crestlick. And it's just like, no. It's just that it's a lot easier to maintain the code. But, you know, the human mind's very interesting. If you look for something, you'll probably find it. So if you want to look for some type of malicious intent in what I do, well, yeah, you see, he does this, he does that. Then it's malicious. If you say, hey, he's a pretty nice guy, look what he does for free. So, you know, it is what you want it to be. So that's just how it goes. And I don't get, you know, I used to get upset about it and fight the battles, but I don't know, I guess I just don't do that anymore. It's not worth my time. You know, not everybody's going to like me. Not everybody's going to like what I do. Some people do, some people don't. All I know is that my code is used on 6 out of the 7 continents, because I don't know anybody trading down in Antarctica. So, like I said, I'm not going to get too flustered about what all those TRO haters have to say. So, remember, it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it.